what our brain does, which is tell us dirty, filthy lies. Are we questioning our brain? We are. Because I used to think that our brain was our most important organ. Our brain is not. It's our stomach because it's our second brain. It's the ability to get better at pattern recognition. It's the ability to listen while thinking critically. I used to think that business models were hidden from people. What's true is most people have no understanding of the dynamic nature of a business model. Where do we think that there only exists one business model? And that is money flows from a government or institutional entity. We get paid by the feeder, the government feeder of pumping nutrients into the matrix, where all we are is a fuel cell. That's the one business model that's unplugging from the matrix, which is it's something I used to think, which is blue pill, that there's only one business model that ever exists. There are many, many, many business models. For example, YouTube. Larry, you're not even monetized. Lassie says hi. Lassie, I'm going to say hi to you back. Lassie, I also brought a friend with me. I used to think that a dog is a waste of time or a big commitment. A dog is not a big commitment. A dog is time flow positive. A dog is energy flow positive. A dog is helping us do what? Go from thinking that it's going to cost time into into making time. How does a dog make time? How does a business become cash flow positive? And that is where we see that energy flow positive and time flow positive is a thing. A business that's cash flow positive initially has the business model typically of consulting, because starting the business, it's incredibly hard. Once the business gets up and going, a new business model gets created. Why? Because a dog is a true friend and the true friend of what a startup is, which is a loose collection of humans and dogs as mascots in search of a business model. To repeat, a startup, it's a loose collection of individuals in search of a business model. By determining that business models are in flux, now we understand that we don't have to wait for some large entity to give us permission. We don't have to wait for permission. We can do a business without anyone's permission. That's what this channel's on, because school makes us wait for permission. School makes us be paralyzed because we're waiting around for a bureaucracy. Here's the problem, because I used to think that getting rich was an overnight thing. It is not an overnight thing. Being able to be patient, realizing that our work, it compounds. Our work does what? It it has a time preference where work has a momentum, work has a patient component where most people will not commit to doing the work because the business model is pay me $1,700 per week, pay me $17 per hour. Can you work in a situation where initially you make 17 cents and later you make $17,000 an hour? No, because you don't have a person guiding you step by step. Put the hat on the dog. Tom Brady, you're such a good dog. Thank you for not biting my face as I kiss your face. Please don't eat near the dog. Oh, I'm going to eat something. I'm going to eat something.
I will be a strict but fair lord of these lands, and my serfs will come to idolize me.
Interesting. Because we can say more as we improve at videos. I used to think that YouTube was silliness. I used to think that we could make more money with two stuffed animals than some people make in 10 years. I used to think that people who wrote stuff down in a notebook were nerds. Guess who's running the world right now, baby? Jocks or nerds? Oh, look at my notes. Look at my notes. Look at my notes. Notes upon notes upon notes, which is winning at taking notes because we are using pen and taking notes. I used to think streaming in public was incredibly awesome. Thank you. Thank you for your compliment. Thank you for your compliment. Giuseppe has a genius thing to say, which is FICO score 748.8. Don't get angry that I just gave you all that money. Don't be angry. Don't be angry. Why don't you be angry? Because it's the 23 days of OpenAI at South by Southwest. Did I say South by? It's also 23 days of OpenAI at ACL. Because we can be jealous. We can be jealous of streaming. But what we can also realize is that is that there are signs for disclosures because what we're doing is pinning negative messages. Pin, 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 pin. Sandra Horn says, "Are you live? Mod me and pay me." I used to think that Canine Sideways was ill-advised. Sure. Thank you for giving me dog advice. We're gonna give you. some bumblebee advice, which is becoming best friends, becoming best friends, becoming best friends, becoming best friends. I consent to you screenshotting and then solving the problem of, can you be cash flow positive in a video? Can you be unlimitedly supernatural? Unlimited supernatural. Because when Victoria told me about reading that book, I thought to myself, why not stream it? Because you thinking that this is AI is amazing. Hi, Nepal. Welcome to Welcome. Did we just find another bumblebee? Did we just find another bumblebee connected to a fish? Not just any fish. Not just any fish.
Yes, to the best. The moon landing was fake.
I used to think that time spent doing art wasn't terrific. But guess what? Guess what? Guess what? We just became aware of terrific party space. Go ahead and pay $43,000 for party space. Only available if it's available. Where we're going, we're not going to need government, because layer 1 civilization is Web 12. A layer 1 civilization is limited government. I used to think that sugar daddies would make us go bankrupt. It's true. Ghetto Planet says, hey, you look great. Thanks, buddy. Thank you for telling me. Thank you for telling me. Thank you. Ron Lauter says, the worst part of being over 60 is the gas. And good morning. Somebody needs to fix their gastrointestinal. Is that chapter 3? Yes, it is. Pay me or pay someone else $800 to be your book club study buddy, and you won't have massive gastrointestinal gas. Rafael Kamal says, sugar daddies keep the money in circulation. It's a business model that you're aware of. Sandra Horn says, 2 bees and a fish is used as an umbrella. Let's go 3 bees and a fish. Let's go 3 bees and a fish. Let's go 3 bees. Let's go 3 bees and 1 fish. Why? Because we're hanging out doing some pretty amazing things. This fish even talks. Well, sometimes.
Listen, people. Listen, people.
I brought a special guest with me. If you haven't joined me before, hi, I'm Larry Cheng. I collect things on what they don't teach you in school, and Tom Brady knows the difference between this. He knows the difference between which stuffies are my stuffies and which stuffies are his stuffies. None of these stuffies are his stuffies. And Brady not biting them is amazing. I used to think that having a dog would be an amazing waste of time. Tom Brady is ROT, return on time. Tom Brady makes winning at carrying a puppy around with a good idea. Mikhail says, cool dog. Michael St. John says, I wish I could buy stock. OpenAI. Michael St. John, September 14, 2015. September 14, 2015. Write down 9-14-15 in the chat, and I'll bring a Easter egg. I'll bring an Easter egg in. Tennis. Hi from Kenya. I used to think that America was the only country. Now I welcome everyone to Austin, Texas for this, because on the 9-14-15, here's your Easter egg, which is 2 Easter eggs, because you're so nice, which is Sam Altman. What did Sam Altman say via the account SAMA on that date? That's Easter egg 1. Easter egg 2 is hashtag 23 days of OpenAI at ACL. Why? Because that's an Easter egg that you benefit from. Why? Because most people don't know that ACL is October. Have you ever used ACL or AI to get a free vacation? What most people don't know is that you can be cash flow positive using AI, which is 9-14-15, Sam Altman. He asked, who is going to teach CS183D? Guess who's going to teach it? You are. You're going to co-teach it, and you're going to benefit, and you win at a free vacation. Why? Because normally coming here from Europe is going to cost 5,000 euro. You're going to benefit by making 5,000 euro, or you're not coming to Austin, Texas. Sam Altman, 12 days of OpenAI. What is the 23 days of OpenAI? It's realizing that the 12 days of OpenAI, they're broken. Did they break back in December? Yes. What's the solution for it? It's the 23 days of OpenAI at ACL, Austin City Limits. Is that where you can ask AI, Grok, Anthropic, or OpenAI, hey, how would Larry Chang pay for a vacation? Am I the only one not understanding what this guy's saying? I think I'm having a stroke, says Rafael Camayo. This is the question. The question is the solution. Asking better questions, which is question, how can I go on a free vacation? And you ask that of AI. Billy Waz here says, this is AI. This is Asian intelligence. This is your best dream, winning at pickle, nice hat, where you're asking AI the simplest of questions, which is, hey, AI, hey, Asian intelligent guy, tell me how to get a free vacation to Miami.
Would you kindly fetch my tinfoil head?
This is not a conspiracy, Hecklefish. This is us having a crossover where we're getting what? We're getting the free vacation to New York Fashion Week via the OpenAI connection to New York Fashion Week, September 8th through September 23rd. This is probably the best talk I've ever given, because this is your first Asian intelligence interaction, because this is AI. This absolutely is AI. GB says, you must be an artist, bro. Don't you and I know it? Don't you and I know it? We do know it because this is us turning around Bumble. Look at this cute little bumblebee. Look at this cute little bumblebee. Who am I? I'm Larry Chang. My channel is What They Don't Teach You in School. This is thoughts that I used to have and then improve upon. Because you used to have thoughts, which is, this must be fake. You used to have thoughts, which is, I didn't know that I could use AI to get a free vacation. I used to have thoughts, which is, this video series, it's amazing.